I'm really happy to be here. Thank you, everybody, for attending. This is the second Better Ancestors show that I am hosting. The first one was, I think, the second Better Ancestors show, if I found correct. And it's been so great so far. I'm so happy that the series, I mean, when it started, the first show was really great, and I knew I really wanted to be involved, and I'm so happy to have been here through the whole thing. We've met so many awesome people that we would have never met. Again, a lot of that is because of, virtual shows like this. And I love in-person shows. I know everyone's itching to get back to them, but we do have some stuff to be grateful for there. So I just want to say that. Um, yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time, going over things because I want everyone to hear all this brilliant work. I'm gonna kick it off with a tiny reading with two baby poems from my chapbook that's coming out soon. The first one's called Collective Shame. I'm just gonna jump right in. So embarrassing. Today is another rarest of rare occurrence. One of us is in the news. For days, the gated spaces will be filled with grey heads, the tittle-tattlers of the community reigniting once flushed fires. Noses wrinkled, heads bowed, friends in the press calling, emailing. Have you heard? Even though, of course, we've heard. How could we not? What's it about? Does it matter? A small fight in a private space, misallocation of funds, another of those recent orthodox versus modern arguments over what Zarathustra thought of conversions, even though we all know no prophet really wrote the scriptures. It's the tag at the beginning of the name, the idea that this model minority has slipped, fallen from grace, not really Schadenfreude, but close, even though among our own. Do you know them? Of course we do. Like some exotic near extinct creature who knows by name, location, and personality every other of its kind. We want to say but cannot, because so often we do know them, these fallen members of a maladjusted minority, struggling for space but so ashamed of falling into the wrong one. The failure of one, our failure too. And the second one is called Room 52 at the British Museum. At the top of the east stairs, they cast slices of a history I call mine, even though I will never really know it intimately. Survey these replicas of the Hall of 100 Columns, they tell me. Explain the palaces of Darius and Xerxes, those ancient kings we still name our children after, even though we say their palaces were in Persepolis in Persia, although they're not wrong when they write Iran. In room 52, they call it ancient Iran, though to me, this is Persia. They place the objects from this mighty empire now forgotten, those famous Achaemenid relics, Cyrus cylinder proudly encased behind glass, I yearn to slip my fingers through and caress. Golden curve after golden curve after golden curve. In the West, they keep our Eastern treasures, amulets, coins, those crude model chariots so impressively soldered together, those gorgeous griffin-headed bracelets. Who wore them? What did they do? Did they look like me? More glass to protect those Oxus treasures we do not own, but once lived in the same land as, though so far back now, I cannot count.